Today I am doing fraktur, Gothic black letter, and I am using this Speedball textbook 25th edition, and it is a very amazing book. It's small, and Speedball is a company that puts out they make nibs and other calligraphy stuff, and clearly books. And this one I paid $25 for in August 2021 from Hobby Lobby, and you can find them anywhere. And it is a compilation of multiple calligraphers. And right here it's got Suzanne Cunningham, Carl Roars, Sachin Shah. But it is a wide variety of just about every style there is, and it goes through, it tells you everything. Yeah, everything. This is Ward Dunham's work. He's amazing. And it even goes into elegant cursive. This is copper plate. Well, this is business penmanship, I'm sorry. An Italian round hand. And there's French round hand, then there's round hand. There's multiple round hands. But it even monograms. Everything. But now each page and each script, it doesn't really go into it because it doesn't have the time, and it would be an enormous book if they really did, but they give you enough to go off of. And so the script I am doing today is based from this book. It is fraktur, which means fractured, because when you make the letters, it is multiple strokes put together. And the only thing different from this and this sheet that I'm using here is this has the pen width, pen height at 5.5, but this paper that I have is already set up for 5. And so I'm just going to do 5, but put it slightly above line. And today you see they are separated in 3 groups. And so it'll be 3 videos. First video, first group, and yeah, you can see. So 3 videos will cover all of them. And the reason you do this is because all these are similar, and once you can do one, you can pretty much do them all, and that's why they're all grouped together. Then you come down here, and we'll see these are the closed letters, you can tell, then more the straight letters, then the ones with ascenders. And so, yeah, I will get started. And also, I've never done a video on these majuscules up here, but I have majuscules that are very similar that I will be doing very soon. Now, the ink I am using today is Dr. phmartin's Ocean Red fountain pen ink. I am using my parallel pen. Now this is 4.5 millimeters, and it's very useful. And see, if you've ever used them, you just put in a cartridge, and they come with cartridges that you can put in there, or you can just fill them up with your own ink. Now this is very good quality ink. I really highly like the Ocean brand ink from Dr. phmartin. It definitely stands out more. And now I do have some in here, but it's a little variation color, so I also have what I am dipping out of right here. Now, first off, let's see. We're going to start. Now the reason I'm using this is so you can see these vertical lines, which is a very beneficial. Now the first one, it starts off at 40 degrees. Now if you need to know how to make it, see, look, I will put right here. You make a box. Box 45 is going to half it. That's going to be 45. Now, to make it more flat is going to be going down. So your pin angle will decrease, and to anytime going up, say to 50, you are going to adjust pin angle that way. So get your 45 down and then adjust from there, because now these will be, the ones we're doing today will be 40 through 50. See, now this says here parallel pin 6mm. Don't pay any attention to that, because that's not how it fits. They might have intended for it to be that way. And of course, 5 nib widths high, and ascenders and descenders are always 2 nib widths. You know, roughly. You can change it up as you wish, but that is the guideline, and anything different is personal preference. So now, first one, it's going to be 40 degrees, so you can come over there, get your, that's 45, so then 40 is going to be slightly like that, probably about somewhere in there. That's a close enough guess. And you come roughly 1 pin width down from the top, and you're going to come down, and then you twist it like that. It's actually really difficult. And so you see, when I'm going down and then to the side, I'm doing that right there. It's all pin manipulation. And then this is an O. Well, this is going to be an O, but this I'm going to put it together in a second. This is the other stroke. This way you can see them separate, and it will start at the top, and it starts, say, 50. So more up and down, bring it over a little bit, then twist pin, and there. And then you are going to put those together to form your O and other letters. So, also it's going to Do that there. There. So there is the O, and in middle you want 1 pen width, and this makes it, with this paper, it makes it extremely easy because you can see exactly you have 1 pen width for each section, and so it's very easy to do it on graph paper. Same thing. You just have to make sure that your graph paper doesn't absorb it. Now that's when you get into your different qualities of inks. One reason I love the Ocean so much is it does not bleed. It's a much thicker ink. Now I will be doing letter C. Same thing. Come up here 40 degrees. Put that there, and there is your C. And now we will be doing E. And you want to put a little right there. Now that right there is something I added, and that is completely personal preference, whether you like it or don't, but I love it. It adds a lot. In fact, I will do one right next to it without it. And there's your one without it. And now is going to be A. Now here, when I come down, you see that? I kick it off to the side with the corner. And then see, but I don't quite leave it like that. I make it rounded. And now the top. And it's going to be slightly angle it down. Now this, you're going to leave a little. Now another personal preference that I add to A's is this line through the middle, and it's a little twist. You can do just a straight line. And let's see, like right here, you can do a straight line. Or when you bring it, set it there, and then twist it as you move it. And I did it pretty slow, so it's kind of jaggedy. But that's what it looks like. Clear. Like that. And those are pretty cool. I mean, you can just do those for a long time practicing. But I do that right in middle, right there. Adds character, which a lot of that is calligraphy. Is adding decorative and very intriguing stuff to otherwise ordinary letters. Now, G, which is very, very similar. And see, that's why they call it fractured, because it has first stroke. I'm going to come over here so there's a gap, because when you flick it down, it will often hit that one, so I'm going to skip a space. See? That is how it's fractured. And then you come over and round it out. That's why it's fractured, because see, it took two strokes to do that. Two fractions. And this has the same tilt angle as A. And you want to leave that little gap there where you see that. Now there's two different ways to do G. And it is completely personal preference on which you choose. This one. Now this one, you're going to take it and you saw how I lifted it basically off the flat and did it on corner. And that's how you do that for your Q. And you see, when I'm coming down, I don't use my wrist. It's a long, basically I'm using my shoulder and elbow. My wrist is stiff. The movement is shoulder and elbow. That's how it is. You can get a much straighter line while doing that. This is D. And this one's, they're always tricky when you gotta manipulate, like, and then bring it down. And top, you're going to take it up here and flick it. And that's another, stuff like that. All pin manipulation. And oh, don't forget this. I believe it is much more difficult when you are bringing these strokes down and then you manipulate and turn at the same time, as opposed to, say, this right here. And making it two separate. See, then up here, see, both of them are O's and both of them are correct. It is just personal preference. But I find it much more difficult to keep this one stroke as that compared to multiples. But it's completely personal preference. The last letter I'm doing today is S, and it's not a closed letter, but S is different than every other one, so it just is thrown in here. You're going to start similar, about same to the top, about a pin width, nib width down from the top. And there is S. Now this is part 1. There will be 2 more parts. Please pay attention to all of them, because each one is different. Now, these are these letters, and I look forward to seeing all of you next time. Have an amazing day. And you are awesome. Thank you so much. And practice, practice, practice. And I'd love to see your work. I'm sure you can send pictures of it, or my email is in there connected to my page, so you could send me your photos that way, or however you choose. But practice, practice, and more practice. Thank you so much.